reality,
Yeah.
especially in this field where so many spoken institutes are there, okay, and they are not helping the students who would love to learn this language. Instead they are
Mm.
just taking advantage of them, and they are making money from them. It's kind of a business for them.
After that interview, they rejected me, and that day I thought, what happened to me, and I understand, but I couldn't able to speak. And that day I felt like very same. And that day I decided to learn this language.
Okay, so how's your day been going so far? How are you feeling today?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling very well, and it's been going really well. But 1 hour ago, the rain has been started.
Okay, and just as we are meeting for the very first time, so I want to know something more about you. So could you please introduce yourself for
Sure, ma'am.
viewers?
Sure. Okay, ma'am. So my name is Rohan Sharma, and I belong to Himachal Pradesh. And as far as my educational qualification is concerned, I have done BCom, and right now I'm pursuing my MBA from lovely Professional University, Jalandhar. And about my hobbies, I love watching movies, playing video games. About my strengths, I am honest and hardworking. And I think that's all about myself. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, why not? Because we are connecting for the very first time. So it would be kind of an opportunity for me to introduce myself before you. So as you already know, my name is Yashoda, and people they know me as Dihati Madam. And talking about my education, so I have done my only schooling from Punjab board, and currently I'm connecting to you from Uttar Pradesh. And talking about my hobbies or my profession, so by profession, I'm a YouTuber as well as I'm an English language learner. And yeah, on the top of that, one work that I do, that I'm a homemaker, and I appreciate myself that I'm a homemaker. And yeah, when it comes to my hobbies, so I love reading books and I love listening to spiritual content nowadays. That's it. And my strength, if I talk about my strength, so my strength is being alone. Whenever I be alone, so I feel more confident and more powerful.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, by the way, you also introduced yourself wonderfully and you really did a great job. And yeah, I want to know about you, like about your
Okay.
language journey. How long have you been learning this language, and what kind of challenges did you face in this throughout this journey? And
Yeah.
what was that point, what was that turning point, when did you realized, no, now it's time for me to master this language?
Like my journey has been started for 2 years back. Before the day when I just went casually for a job interview with my friend, and suddenly, but because my friend was serious at that time, and he went to the interview, and I went with him. And I didn't have any knowledge about this thing. I just like calmly and in just a fun way I gave the interview. When I entered in a room, he asked me so many questions, and my mind at that time I went totally like I didn't have a knowledge, and I got panic at that time. And I thought what was I'm doing, but sorry, what I did here. And after that interview, they rejected me. And that day I thought what happened to me. And that day I realized that I have to learn this language, because at last he just asked me one question: how much numbers do you give to your English, like between 1 to 10? Just rate yourself. And I just in my, because I am a very honest person, and I just, to be honest, I just said him that I would like to give a 4, because I understand, but I couldn't able to speak. And that day I felt like very same. And that day I decided to learn this language. And after that I like uh, started learning from YouTube. And at that time I saw your videos for the very first time. That first video I saw, you were in sitting in the fields. And your title was in that video, English Vidyarthi ma'am. I think the village people can speak English. I think that kind of, yeah. So I saw that video for the very first time, and I got a little bit confidence. he is, oh, sorry, you like that lady can speak, then why should I? And that day I also started following you since then. And like so, and yeah, that time I started learning from YouTube and here and there, like so. And in between that time I joined one institute, but it has not like happened what they said. Like I joined, but like I didn't learn very much there. But yeah, after that also I started by myself, and yeah, that was my journey. So going on, still I'm no, I think I'm not like that much fluent speak. I'm not able to speak very much, but yeah,
And yeah,
I am
I think
like
so many so many learners, they will definitely get that spending our money in taking spoken classes, it's not worthy. It's going to be
yeah, yeah,
worthless.
ma'am.
No need
That
to
day
spend
I
in spoken classes.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. Why, how much hunger do you have? Why do you want to learn this language or whatever you want to do? So I
Yeah,
think that is the totally up to,
by ourselves.
yeah,
This is the reality,
yeah,
especially in this field where so many spoken institutes are there, okay, and they are not helping the students who would love to learn this language. Instead they are
mm,
just taking advantage of them, and they are making money from them. It's kind of a business for them. So I think
yeah,
this thing we should understand that we should, if you want to go learn this language just by going to offline classes, so first of all you need to know about the experience. Okay, you have to go to know about all the things, then only you just go. And otherwise,
um,
okay, just I from you, if you don't mind, so could you please mention the amount, the money that you spend in taking those classes?
ma'am, only 3,000. Not that much,
3,000.
but yeah,
You spent 3,000, but you learned nothing. Because mostly what happens now, in especially in spoken classes, in offline classes, just because of there are so many students. Okay, so the teacher and the trainer, it's normal thing. If there are so many students, the teacher is not going to give opportunity to each and everyone. And when it
yeah,
comes
ma'am,
to learn, especially speaking part, okay, then speaking is important. So it means we can learn, we can start speaking just by sitting at home, just by doing our household chores, just by doing anything. And even if you don't do anything, just by sitting alone and idle, still we can do practice. So it's all about doing speaking practice. It's not all about cramming grammar rules and memorizing vocabularies. It's not going to work. So yeah, I would say you have faced lots of challenges just to master this
yeah,
language.
yeah. And
But
still
about,
I'm not,
yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
please.
mastered yet, but yeah, I'm able to like speak with anyone and I can manage all the things. If I have to talk with someone, I can manage easily. Yeah,
And yeah, I would like to mention here, because this is the for the very first time Rohan is having conversation, especially with a stranger, isn't it, Rohan?
yeah, ma'am.
So, but yeah, from your face, you are not looking like, you are not quite confident. You are looking confident, and you speak each and every word very clear. Your voice is crisp and clear, and your
Okay,
confidence is shown on your face. So I love this thing about you, and I would love to appreciate you. Yeah, Rohan,
thanks,
one
ma'am.
thing I would like to know from you, what about your future plans?
Like, ma'am, future, I would like to like get a good job, good higher paying job, and because my first aim is to be a like to earn a good amount of money. By this, I can achieve any kind of thing, whatever I want to achieve, like a good house and good car. So these kind of things. But like my first motive is to get like a higher paying job.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
each and every, especially for a man, these type of things are their basic needs. Means we would
yeah,
love
ma'am.
to have everything in our life. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
and
I want to know from you. Yeah, you mentioned like you face these type challenges in your life. So I just need only one, your perception about yourself. Like what type of person you were before learning this language, and having learned this language, what kind of changes you can see in your personality. especially about your demeanor?
Like, okay, before ma'am, I used to hesitate a lot while like speaking in this language. If I only say about this language, and rather than I was like a very introvert person. I didn't talk with anyone, like even stranger. I didn't even talk like a single word. And like even though like my people, the people who was I was surrounded by them, I couldn't even talk with them too much. Like I was too shy person. But on that day, like when I went to the like interview that day, I realized that if I was like that for my rest of the life, I couldn't able to achieve anything. So yeah, because of this language, I see a lot of changes in myself because of like I'm just giving time to myself, so I can say like this thing like really helped me. Just learning this language is helped me a lot because I see a lot of changes in my personality.
Now you are quite confident, but as you mentioned that earlier, you were kind hesitating while communicating to others, but
Yeah.
right now you are too confidently. So I can see there are so many changes you must have seen in your personality. And yeah, I would
And
love to know from your hometown, your place, as you mentioned that you are from a very beautiful part of our country, Himachal
yeah, ma'am.
Pradesh. So love to know about the weather and everything,
Okay.
because especially because it was Holi. So after Holi, then summers just start. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
I
about to start.
about the temperature and everything because I love
Like, ma'am.
mountains and mountains.
Oh, oh, that's like I really appreciate your words. And if I say about my hometowns, like I love to live here. I don't want to go outside because of this kind of place. People are want to come here to just like the people come as a tourist, and I live here it is my hometown. It is very big thing for me, I can say. And if I talk about here, there are a lot of like tea gardens, a lot of mountains. There are like ancient times of temples here, and a lot of rivers here, like a crystal clear water, crystal like and pollution free air, and too much like a jungle, I can say. And if I would like you to come here to my place, and here you can see a lot of. And if I talk about the weather, and today in the morning it was like a sunny weather, and now it has been raining for I think 2 hours.
Hmm.
And
And
the
yes,
temperature I think between 15 to 20.
once I visited Himachal
Oh,
Pradesh, especially the place where Nana Devi temple is situated. I visited that
okay.
place. At that time, I was not aware that Rohan is living here. Otherwise, I would have if I had.
Okay.
Yeah. And I also love exploring, especially spiritual places, holy places, especially
Oh,
pilgrimage places, because whenever we visit these type of places, then we get opportunity to take God or goddess blessings, as well as we also get opportunity to know about the diversity of India, because India is kind of place. There are so many things that we have to explore, and just by exploring different places only then we will get opportunity to visit. By the way, what about you? Have you ever visited Uttar Pradesh or not?
no, ma'am, I haven't visited Uttar Pradesh, and but your neighbor place, I have visited like Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand, yeah. I think
Yeah,
earlier Uttarakhand was part of Uttar Pradesh, but later on then it
oh,
will get aparted from
separate.
Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rohan,
and
I would love to know from you very small things. First of all, as day before yesterday it was Holi, so how did you celebrate your Holi at your hometown
like
with your parents?
I okay, so I celebrated Holi with my like village friends and my cousins, and that day we gathered around, and we started playing Holi with each other, with our parents and relative. It was like a very fun day. Like in the morning, we started playing with the colors, and in the
In the
yeah, in
morning,
the mid like
the morning
like
itself, you started playing.
Yeah, and in the lunchtime, I can say we started playing with the water with the muddy water actually.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah.
so after that,
Okay.
in the evening time, we have finished all the things, and yeah, it was like a fun day. After a long time, my cousins and I did something crazy for after
And
long times.
with colors, aren't
What, man?
you? Are you fond of playing with colors?
Yeah, yeah, I'm very fond of ma'am. And what about you? How was your Holi?
Yeah, my Holi was not so special, but it was as usual. I was
Oh,
busy since morning to afternoon in the kitchen making gujia and different dishes. And then in the evening, means I didn't go anywhere. Just I just put only a beer or gulal on everyone's faces. Then in the evening time, it was 5 and 5:30. Then all the villagers, especially the ladies, they came and they just poured water. Okay, then it's very simple Holi. But yeah, yesterday it was very bad day because yesterday
oh,
one of my
what
brothers,
happened?
okay, he passed away. And the worst thing is that, yesterday I saw a reality. I saw the real picture of this society in my village when means the man who died. So he had means still the kids are there. So he had 4 kids. Okay, he has 4 kids, and one of the kids, the eldest kid, is like he is not able. She is not able to walk. She's a girl. She's not able to walk. And the second one, she's also girl. So she has a problem. What we say, सफेद दाग जो होते हैं ना, what we say in English. I don't know about that. So
I
he has that problem. And the third one, he's a boy, and he's suffering from lungs problem. And the youngest
oh
one, he's 7 years old. And their mother, she died 6 years ago.
oh
When
my
the
God.
youngest was 1 year old, then their mother died, and now the father, and there's no one. And when it was about to collect money, okay, for the last right of that man, then even
Man,
his own family was not showing their interest. Okay, then my father-in-law, he was there, and he was understanding that what is the situation. Like no one is showing interest in spending money, especially for collecting the things for the last funeral. Okay, for his funeral. Then my father-in-law, he came to my husband. He asked from my husband about the money. Then my husband, he gave 2,500 rupees just to bring all the things from the market. Then his last rites were performed. This is the reality of this society. So in this time, if you have money, then you have friends and everyone. But if you don't have money,
yeah,
then
yeah,
not
yeah.
close one, not even your close friends, your relatives are going to help you.
Ma'am,
People,
I'm totally agree with you because
and
these days are people.
people were busy like saying that, okay, just take the body to the hospital so that the what we say, postmortem will be done so
Postmortem.
that
Yeah,
money. But it was people, they want to take on advantages because their child, means he's all child, they are too young, they don't know about these
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Into
Yeah.
school, illiterate, and even there is no mothers, so no one is there. So let's see how their future will be. But yeah, I would say only one thing, according to me, because I know that I don't earn so much money, but as per me, whatever is there in my hand, so I would definitely help those kids in future
Yeah,
because they
ma'am.
belong to
Sure.
us.
And I'm totally agree with you because these day people are like becoming a more selfish. Why I also don't know why they just want all the money and all the things. If the person who has all the luxuries of life, people will go him. If the person even not like that much other people, like they don't respect other persons, if and if he has a lot of money, then people will always like that kind of person. And people who doesn't have a money but he is like a very good person, good moral character, people don't like him.
And at least just, you know, I think people, they're out of their mind. The dead body is over there, and people, they are just talking to each other. Who will pay the money for the things? Who will pay the money? This type of situations were there. Then
That
my
is totally wrong.
husband understand, he got to know about the situation, then he came to my husband, then he asked the money, and then my husband gave 2500 rupees, because there's no problem for collecting the goods are there, okay, but what about the rest of the things? So then
Oh,
in this way, the last part, the funeral was happened. And yeah,
you
I'm too
did.
sad
I can
about
say
this.
you did a really great work in today's world because people are so selfish, but you did very well.
Actually, I didn't mention just to show that I did it, but yeah,
I
I
know,
just want
I
to
know.
see the harsh reality of the society.
Yeah,
Because in
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
time where people are so cunning, people are so cunning. If you have money, then people are going to stick to you like glue. Okay, but
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
are
yeah.
in need, because it happened with me. Now, once I suffered, I
Oh,
was I was suffering even for five rupees. Then there was no one. But right now, just because of my husband is able enough to earn money, he's able enough to live the life as we want. But so that it means all the people they are there. And yesterday it was Holi. The day before yesterday it was Holi. So more than 20 people they came to my husband just to wish. So definitely he is going to give
oh,
us something, especially in my village because they love drinking alcohol. So though
oh.
my husband doesn't want to do it, but still he has to do it thing, especially for one
But
pack two. Because
oh,
whole welcoming anyone is by only these two things.
people are so selfish, ma'am, in today's world.
Yeah.
Like
So,
they are with you because of like something they just want. They
mm,
only need things, so they are just with you. They are like appreciating you. Once you didn't like you don't complete their, I can say you don't complete their what they want.
I
They will.
know this. I don't want to talk to any of my villagers, because I know that their reality. On face, they will say something different, but on your back, then because
Oh,
people they love doing backbiting. So it's okay to
ma'am,
keep yourself away from this type of people.
it happens in every village.
And not only in villages, Rohan, everywhere it happens. This is
Ah,
the
yeah,
truth
yeah,
of
yeah. Everywhere it happen. Yeah,
this is the truth of this society. This is the truth of this generation. So that's why we have to focus only on ourselves. We have to focus only on empowering ourselves, not on others. Instead of getting jealous from others, try to work on yourself. Try to work on the basic skills that we
yeah,
should develop. And I think English is the most common and most powerful skill that we should develop. And just by learning
yeah,
this language, we can go proudly anywhere and everywhere. And it gives you respect. Only then
yeah,
people
ma'am. Yeah.
show their respect to you.